Think about football legends like Pele, Maradona, and Cristiano Ronaldo. They're the poster children for sporting success, right? But here's the curveball. Not everyone who seemed destined for greatness actually got there. As a matter of fact, a single slip-up can shatter a career forever. So come along as we unravel the tales of young talents everyone thought would be the next big thing, but somehow they missed that mark. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell now to get quick access and enjoy more exciting content just for you. The first is Ariel Ortega. River Plate fans might argue, but Ariel Ortega's early potential never truly blossomed as he stepped into the spotlight after Diego Maradona. Boy, what a shoe he was to fill. But why? In 1996, River faced off against Juventus in the Intercontinental Cup, and Japanese TV couldn't get enough of the young stars on both sides. Alessandro Del Piero scored the winning goal for the Italians, but Ortega's performance left no doubt about his talent. He was right on the path to stardom, but what went wrong? He moved to Europe and represented Argentina 87 times, yet he never quite reached the top tier of global football, despite his incredible skills. Surprisingly, his time in Europe didn't meet the high expectations either. Ortega never quite reached the level he had the potential for, and as you can guess, Maradona wouldn't be proud. Speaking about Maradona and legends, Pele is one of the easiest names to remember, and there was one player who had similar sparks as the Brazilian great. His name? Robinho. Robinho's incredible dribbling skills earned him the nickname New Pele during his teenage years at Santos. He had all the potential to become the next football legend. However, his journey in European football turned out to be rocky. His inconsistent performances and not so great attitude held him back from living up to the New Pele title. Though he had some fantastic moments at Real Madrid, he couldn't win the hearts of coaches and fans. Well, things didn't get much better. Despite his move to Manchester City, similar challenges plagued his career, and he eventually returned to Brazil on loan in 2010. Robinho later played for Milan in Europe, but at that time it was clear he wouldn't reach the status of the great Brazilian players. Sometimes potential doesn't always translate to legendary success. Speaking about potential, there's one player whose potential was undeniable to all. David Bentley. Once hailed as the next David Beckham for England's right side, David had the football world buzzing with excitement during his younger years. Early on, Bentley was a standout talent in Arsenal's youth academy. He had spent 2 impressive years at Blackburn Rovers, proving he had the skills to make it big. Everyone thought he was on the path to stardom. But as the story goes, he lost his way along the journey. Things took a nosedive after he made a big money move to Tottenham for £16.5 million. The magic he had displayed earlier seemed to vanish, especially when Harry Redknapp became the manager. Soon, he found himself on a series of unremarkable loan spells, an unexpected career twist. A more unexpected twist was what coloured the career of Monaco star boy Tiemoue Bakayoko. In 2016-17, Tiemoue Bakayoko was like a football sensation with AS Monaco, helping them win the League One title. When he headed to London, fans had big hopes for him. He was a powerhouse on the field, and many thought he could fill the shoes of Nemanja Matic, who had moved to Manchester United. Many even dubbed him the next John Obi Mikel. At first, Bakayoko shone, especially in the game against Tottenham, where he was outstanding. Unfortunately, his performance dropped, and things got terrible when he got a red card in a game against Watford. The same game Chelsea lost, embarrassingly. Although he did get to start in 24 Premier League matches during the following 2017-18 season, it was clear that he needed to fit into Sarri's game plan. He was finally pushed aside to make room for Jorginho, someone Sarri trusted more. It was a rollercoaster ride for Bakayoko during his time at Chelsea, but it was definitely one to forget for him. We wouldn't be quick to forget players like Cristiano Ronaldo, would we? But what about the one touted as his replacement in Manchester United in 2008? Anderson Luiz de Oliveira. That name rings a bell for Manchester United fans. Back in 2008, he was hailed as the Golden Boy, a rising star in the world of football. He shared the field with legends like Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Nani, and more. Just everything was there for him to get to the top. Plus, he had the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson, the best in the business, as his coach. But despite the grand beginnings, Anderson couldn't quite reach the heights everyone expected. He ended his football journey at just 32, never fully unlocking his incredible potential. Maybe being the next Ronaldo is not for everyone. Who's next? Denis Suarez. Excitement buzzed through the football world when a young Spaniard signed up for Barcelona in 2016. Everyone hoped that he'd follow in the footsteps of the legendary Iniesta. Come on, he had everything to make it. Before the transfer, Suarez had wowed fans during his time with Villarreal, showcasing some remarkable ball skills that had everyone talking. But Suarez played 71 games over 3 seasons with the Catalan club, and unfortunately, he couldn't quite capture the magic they had hoped for. He even went on a loan adventure to Arsenal, all in search of more playing time. Questions flew about, like, will he fulfill his dreams and reach the same heights as his legendary predecessor, Iniesta? Well, time was quick to tell, because it didn't quite pan out as expected, and the career was never revived again. Speaking of reviving careers, one player failed to do it despite still being so young. His name? Hachim Mastour. In 2014, Hachim Mastour's rise to fame was like a shooting star in the football world. Big name clubs like Real Madrid, FC Barcelona and FC Bayern all had their eyes on him because some considered him the next Andrea Pirlo. Following the player he was nicknamed after, he ultimately chose to join AC Milan. But unlike Pirlo, he had a disastrous career afterwards. AC Milan had signed him for just €500,000, but despite high hopes, Mastour never got the chance to show his skills in Serie A. To revive his career, he was loaned to clubs like Malaga and Zwolle, hoping to regain his confidence and playing time. Sadly, Mastour couldn't escape the shadow of his Milan misfortune and never quite reached his full potential. Next up, with so much potential, is Mario Balotelli. The 32-year-old Italian striker has been a lightning rod for controversy in football. He's had some remarkable moments in his career, like his legendary performance against Germany at Euro 2012. And who would forget his crucial assist for Aguero's title-winning goal in the 2011-12 Premier League season? However, his off-pitch attitude aroused severe questions about whether he'd ever meet up with past Italian legends. His move to Liverpool marked the climax of his troubles. Constant clashes with coaches and teammates led to controversies that seemed to follow him everywhere he went. Mario regrets his actions today, or maybe not, but one thing is sure, he failed everyone who had so much hope for him. Someone else many people had so much hope for? Ansu Fati. He was supposed to be the football sensation of the future. A La Masia product who loved to slice through defenses from the side, challenge defenders, and shoot with astonishing accuracy. Fati was basically the closest thing to Lionel Messi that Barcelona had produced. For an incredible 12 months, Ansu looked like he was ready to take over Messi's legacy. He first appeared in September 2019 and lit up La Liga for nearly a year. During that time, he smashed records and scored goals even faster than Messi did when he started. Everyone thought he was the next Messi. But then, things took a different turn. Fati's career was marred by a string of injuries. A troublesome knee issue followed by muscle problems meant he couldn't regain strength. Now, 4 years after his debut, Fati is on loan to Brighton for the 2023-24 season in a bid to revive his career again. Finally, a player who should also be thinking of reviving his career is Memphis Depay. He signed up for Manchester United in 2015, and people couldn't help but compare him to the great Cristiano Ronaldo. Memphis had made a name for himself with his skillful moves during the 2014 World Cup, earning praise for his dazzling plays in Brazil. He then scored an impressive 28 goals at PSV, a club in the Netherlands. Soon enough, a big move to Manchester United happened. It was everything Memphis had dreamed of, but Memphis Depay's journey as Manchester United's number 7 didn't match his expectations. He couldn't even match his incredible performances with PSV. That meant there was no way he could reach the heights Ronaldo had achieved in the Premier League. There was so much hope and expectation for these players, but they didn't quite meet the mark. If you enjoyed this video, let us know your thoughts in the comments box, and remember to hit that like and subscribe button for more breathtaking insights.